Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ.
Oh, now I'm showing Ned Flanders. That was not meant to be happening like that. Sorry.
Oh, dear me. You took those two words straight out of my mouth with that.
Ned Flanders.
So before we came on, we were talking about what were we talking about? I don't know. What we were talking about? What we're going to be talking about?
As we usually do before a show.
Yes. And no nonsense. What we were talking about was the fact that in forthcoming weeks you're going to be going to Comic-Con. And I know that when people go to Comic-Con, they often dress up. And I've got to ask the question: are you going to be going as Ned Flanders?
No, just no.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay. Next question. Are we going to cover? Are we going to cover facial hair a little bit later on?
Oh, now, later on, never. Okay. I don't mind.
All right. Well, we can do that. We can do that perhaps later on. How are you? I'm been good. It's been many weeks. Now.
6
How many weeks has it been? Good God.
Yes, the 1st of August was the last time we were on. So what's that? 6 weeks ago? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Easily.
So, I mean, we could actually try and sort of pass it off as some sort of summer break.
Like classic network TV where they have like a summer hiatus.
Yeah,
that was us.
Yeah, that was us. Yeah. Anyway, we're back. I feel like it's funny. We often it seems quite regular that we come back saying, "Hey, we've been away and now we're back," and then we go away again for a while.
Would you want the really good news, Ted?
I want the best news.
I've got such great news, and that is I'm not going to be here for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
So there's that. Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
How are you doing? It's like I say, we haven't spoken properly for weeks.
We have not. I'm doing okay. I'm done a couple of bits and pieces. But like we say, it has been summer. It has been hot. If either of us had tans, we've certainly lost it by now.
Yes, I absolutely had a tan.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah. Although if you did have a tan, it would, and then take away the beard, then you'd end up with white bits. Yeah. Never get rid of a beard in summer.
I'll be honest with you, I'm actually surprised I'm not whiter around the face and neck, considering I've only lost the beard a week ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There we go. Yes. So anyway, it has been a few weeks. We've just been doing summery things. Of course, it's been the school summer holidays. It's been hot. I've been away. I'll talk about that. And what have you been doing?
I've been away. We'll talk about that. Today is a very special day, so we'll talk about that in two different forms.
Okay.
And the fact I've been spending a metric fuck ton of money. So
excellent. Okay.
So yeah, we can talk about that too. So yeah.
Okay. Right, something that won't have gone over anybody's head in the last couple of weeks. I was going to mention this last week, but we didn't actually make it onto the show, did we? Somehow, I can't remember what happened. Something happened, CJ, that meant that we weren't here last weekend.
Something about a sofa and being really tired and missing your phone call. To make sure I was actually awake to come and join the show.
I had a different experience because I was sat here like this. Yeah. Everything was set up very nicely, waiting for the show to begin, waiting to be joined by. And the funny thing was, I even said to you, "Hey, let's turn up a little bit earlier just to make sure that all the tech's working because from time to time we do have difficulty."
Not Ned Flanders level difficulty.
Getting there in the first place, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Genuinely, I sat on the sofa and I don't know what happened. Next thing I know, it's whatever time I'm texting you. Yeah. Saying, I may or may not have fallen asleep on the sofa. Mm-hmm. My apologies, everybody.
Or may not have.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I don't actually remember exactly what I said, but it was something like that anyway.
I think, something like that. It was, it was shockingly bad. And you should be very, very. The thing is, not only did you let the show down, you let yourself down, but worst of all, is you let the viewers and listeners down.
I let down our single fan.
Which we have to switch off. Now it's not the summer anymore. Anyway, okay. Look. Last week we were going to talk about this. I'm going to mention it. It's a sad thing, but something that. Sorry?
You want to share your screen, by the way?
You can share my screen,
okay.
Because it has been it's been just over a week since the shocking news that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed while speaking at Utah Valley University, which anyway, for those that don't know, we didn't cover it last week. So first and foremost, sympathies to his wife and 2 young children. I think they were 1 and 3. I think he's got 2 daughters. So, and what I would say is, whatever your politics are, this was a brutal act of violence. It's left a family without a husband and father, and his movement and his people without one of their voices. And obviously, also a podcast. We're podcasters as well. And one thing that I know that you and I both think is important is freedom of speech. But like Charlie Kirk, he founded. For those that don't know, he founded an organization called Turning Point USA. Now, he did this very young. He was only 31. So he founded that when he was still a teenager, went on to become quite a prominent conservative activist in America. He was known for outspoken defense of free speech and spoke a lot at college campuses and places like that. As I say, also podcasts, also other shows and things like that. Obviously, since the attack, we've learned quite a lot more. It's been, like I say, 2 weeks or nearly 2 weeks since that happened. A suspect has been identified. A 22-year-old from that city. He was arrested. I think the day after the shooting, and images have been seen of him. So that's ongoing at the moment. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Certainly, anybody who's not aware of Charlie Kirk who watches our show, if you do search, don't search for the video of the shooting because it's really, really tragic, and not something I would recommend to see. The online reaction in some cases was pretty, overall, in the main, it was an outpouring of grief and tributes and such like, but there was also a lot of disturbing comments that were unnecessary and pretty much shouldn't have been there. But there we go. That's where we have that sort of crossover. We've still got, if you want to be a defender of free speech, then you've got to be a defender of free speech across the board. What I don't want to hear and what isn't right is inciting violence. I think we know that. And we also know that that's usually on the statute books. It certainly is here. It is over there as well. There's no excuse for crossing over into that sort of territory. Now, the one thing that stands out for me with this one is that if you get into a situation where you're telling people, and I think a lot of people, particularly on the left, say, "Oh, your words are offensive," and words of violence. And sometimes people say, "Oh, silence is violence." Have you heard that?
Sometimes,
yeah. So it doesn't, you can't really win. Words can be violence. Silence can be violence. And I think in some way, that's an attempt to sort of conflate words and violence. And if you conflate words with violence, then in theory, some people might think that, well, actually, my reasonable response to words can therefore be violence, a form of self-defense, and that is obviously wrong. We certainly lived in a time of what do we used to say? Sticks and stones will break our bones, but words can never hurt me. And I think that's been forgotten by some people.
By many people.
Well, yeah. When speech is labelled as violence, real violence starts to look like an acceptable reply, and that's the frightening side of all of this. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. As I say, Charlie was outspoken, definitely, and as I say, he had 2 young daughters, and we can see in the background. Hopefully, I won't play won't play that, but the sound.
We can't hear any sound anyway.
We can't hear any sound, but there we go. Look, 2 young daughters. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what your where you are politically. Some things are just beyond the pale, and that was. And I think both of us can say there is no need for violence.
No, I'm not a fan of labels, but if I was to ever label myself, I would label myself as a pacifist. I don't like violence. I don't get involved in violence, and I don't like it when other people do get violent. I don't understand why people do. You know, why does the things devolve to such a state that you feel the need to fight each other or commit terrible acts of violence against other people? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One thing that really did annoy me, though, there was lots of reaction, and there was even a reaction from Keir Starmer, who was, saying sort of nice things. You're like, well, hang on, this is somebody who talks about free speech, and then you've got somebody sort of jumping on a bandwagon here. That's kind of irritating. But you know what?
That's just bandwagoning. What?
Bandwagoning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then that's a daily occurrence anyway. He's going to be saying something more every day. Exactly. There we go.
Cool. So,
R.I.P. Charlie.
Rip.
So, yes.
I didn't know the guy, and obviously I don't want to be insensitive, but yeah, as you well know, I don't follow the news. I didn't actually know anything about this until you started talking to me about it. So yeah, but no, it doesn't make it any better. It's still a bad thing. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're a bit like Manuel. He goes, I know nothing.
Is it? I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Well, and I'm not going to say ignorance isn't an excuse, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. Ignorance most definitely is bliss.
Do you know what? It would be nice, even just for a break, just for one day, to know nothing about anything that's going. Just like the only thing that I'm actually looking at or thinking about is what's right in front of me. It's like, oh, it's a piece of cake. That's the only thing in my life. Wouldn't that be great? Just for one day.
Literally how I try to live my life. I'm like, okay.
Just like chill, just really, really bring down the blood pressure for a day. But there we go.
I think it's like, you know what? Because life is hard, and I don't mean that in a woe is me, life is so difficult. No, life is difficult, Yeah. But for me, I don't want to fill it with more negativity. It's hard enough as is, and I get it. Other people are suffering, all around the world, and things are going on. But it's I just don't want the negativity. I have to deal with it enough with the rest. With just in my life, I don't need to see other people's negativity as well. That's why I generally don't watch the news. Like I say, I'm not saying that ignorance is an excuse. I'm not saying that it's, the right thing to do. But I would rather not know what's going on. Yeah, because it's all doom and gloom.
Like I say, sometimes I'd quite like to not to have known. Yeah. Anyway,
live my life for a day, mate. It's great. It's so good, especially at the weekend. You're just like, I'm just going to sit here and watch some trash TV, just find a show and binge it for the day. Yeah. I don't even know what's happening outside of the living room, let alone anywhere else in the world right now.
Yeah. So there we go. Right.
Yeah.
What have you got going on there? Right. You had a couple of things you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So in light of what we've been talking about recently, just about kind of some changes that we want to make, I've written a few things down, and maybe even, dare I say, scripted some things.
Oh.
Now it's not scripted like, here, you read this part and I'll read this part and we're going to become the world's worst actors. But the world's worst acting is about to hit you in the face, so prepare yourself.
Oh, right, okay.
Are you ready, Ted? Are you ready?
Is this going to be good? Is it? Because the first thing that came to mind when you talked about scripts and bad acting, for some reason my head went straight back to school when it was listening to the tapes of French, and it was like, ding dong, bonjour, je m'appelle André, je voudrais un sandwich, blah 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 blah.
See, well, whenever you start doing that, I think about the TV show Friends, when Joey is trying to learn French and Phoebe's trying to teach him, and she's like, "Je m'appelle Claude," and Joey's just like, "Blah blah blah blah." That's literally me. Like, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's what you might as well say to me, because I don't understand a word you're saying, mate.
It's like when I was in Rome last year. I almost felt influenced by Family Guy to the point that get away with this.
Just getting into an argument with someone. Just know you're saying
slowly dying. Right.
We're
anyway,
so
you were saying.
Yeah. So buckle up, everyone, for some terrible acting. All right. Okay. And now, oh hi, mateys. Today be International Talk Like a Pirate Day. You can see terrible acting.
Right. Okay.
I probably should have waited till you weren't drinking something at that point. I thought you could have spit it all over your computer, and we just have iron brew all over your camera.
Yeah.
But no, today's International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but I only found out.
No, I wasn't aware of it.
I mean, I found out about it years ago, and it's not something I follow religiously, but it suddenly dawned on me that today is September 19th, and today is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So,
okay.
Yeah, but it started back in 1995, and it's somehow kind of sailed its way into pop culture. Whether whether it's just the laughs or because people love pirates, and I guess you could probably blame Pirates of the Caribbean for that. Actually, that's probably a good point. I should Google that, or maybe you could Google that while I'm talking. When was Pirates of the Caribbean released? And if it turns out to be September 19th, 1995, that might be the reason why. But anyway, I feel like we can all embrace our inner pirate on International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So. But I thought, we try and get a bit of discussion on it. So, but what do you think? What is it that you think makes pirates kind of so interesting to people and fun and popular, and why has it endured for so long? I mean, I don't know if people have really been into pirates as much as they have, in recent years, thanks to Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But yeah, it seems to be like, you mention the word pirate and everyone knows what you're talking about. They're not, we're not always talking about Somali pirates. Sometimes we're talking about, Jack Sparrow type pirates. Well, what is it? What is it about them that makes people so interested?
I don't know. Why do people love pirates? Who knows? Do you know what? I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't think I'd ever been asked about that. By the way, it was August 2003.
Okay, then it wasn't
for Pirates of the Caribbean, so that wasn't perhaps the full of influence. I don't know. Why are people into pirates? I don't know. Maybe they just are.
You stole a joke I was going to use later on, but okay, fine.
So I don't know. I suppose it's kind of cool, isn't it? The swashbuckling, the going from place to place. They dress quite flamboyantly, and
I really want to be able to walk around dressed like a pirate.
Really,
I just want to do it and not feel like I'm being judged by everybody. I mean, like you say, it's the long coats, with kind of the gold embroidery. I'm not bothered about the hat, but the long coats, the bucket top boots, and
they're inclusive. They are they're definitely inclusive employers, because you can lose an eye or an arm or
disability inclusive. It doesn't get much more inclusive than being a pirate.
Yeah, no pirates being sacked for having a beard or long hair.
Yeah, right.
I suppose so. And also, there's the flag, because who doesn't love a Jolly Roger from now and then?
See what you did there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the Jolly Roger flag is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that is quite cool. And obviously emulated in lots of places as well, the whole skull and crossbones, some organisations less less well looked upon.
I'll say, we'll brush past some organisations that use the skull and crossbones, and we'll call them outliers.
Well, yes, but you say that, but the whole was it Mitchell and Webb sketch, the meme now of we the baddies, but of course we've got in the British Army, we've got the Lancers, who have what they call the motto, which is their cap badge, but it's called the motto because it's a skull and crossbones, and a scroll underneath that says "All Glory," so it's death or glory.
That is 9th, 12th Lancers, isn't it? The 9th and 12th Lancers.
I think it was 17th to the 21st, but now there's been another amalgamation, so now it's it escapes me. But it was 17th. It was 17th. Get in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. It was a number / another number Lancers, and they have the cap badge for glory. So yeah. So you know what? Skull and crossbones on both sides of the coin.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah,
so
no.
And why would we have it if it didn't look kind of cool?
I mean, like I say, skull and crossbones does look kind of cool.
Yeah.
And no, I won't say what I was going to say because I'll probably get absolutely roasted for it. Anyway,
they did look smart though.
They did. I guess that's kind of where I was going with it. Is
anyway, back to pirates.
Say what you want about them. They looked very, very smart.
Yeah. Gray was kind of dapper.
Yeah. But yeah, back to pirates. No, I mean, I do wonder what it would have actually been like actually really been like to have been a privateer in the early 1800s or the early 19th century, being chased down by the Royal Navy and all that, literally around the world.
Yeah. Do you know what? They were actually very democratic in the way that they worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, none of this is right at the front of my head at that moment. I'm just trying to think back to an episode of Horrible History that I've seen a couple of times.
Okay.
But yes, they yeah. Actually, when I say they were quite inclusive, they were, like I say, they did sort of work together. They certainly have a code, or they had a code.
Pilot code.
I don't know if I don't know if the Somali pilots have a code. I think they've just got an AK-47 and a dream.
So I'm pretty sure that code is "Look at me, look at me. I am the captain now."
Don't do the accent. Freedom of speech. So anyway,
yeah, like I say, I would love the opportunity. And actually, I'll really seriously thinking about this the other day. It's like nobody wears a cloak anymore. Like unless you are being a bit flamboyant or trying to be a bit edgy or out there or whatever, a cloak is not standard dress anymore.
No.
You know, and I was like, actually, but wouldn't it be really cool if you're like walking through London just wearing a cloak because it was a bit chilly?
Do you know what? If I like, not that I would be, but not because it's necessarily a bad thing. But if I was a police officer, I'd be looking in that book, right, and I'd be trying to find the reference that says, although it's not issued, it still has cloak in there, and I'd have a cloak.
Yeah, literally like cloak, helmet, cloak. Yeah. None of this stupid plastic baseball cap bollocks they wear now. Yeah. Proper helmet and a cloak. You know, dress uniform. It's like we have a mutual acquaintance who I'm pretty sure if he could get away with it, he would wear, you know, the tunic and big helmet all the time. Yeah. Just because it does look so freaking cool though. It really does. And then, like you say, when it gets a bit cold, get a cloak on. With your collar number on the collar, obviously. Yeah. That'd be so cool. But yeah, I was genuinely thinking about it the other day. I was like, I want a cloak. But where do you buy a cloak? I'd probably have to make one myself. I'll just get some like heavy black wool and a bit of silk lining and make one for myself. But then I'd just look like a total idiot walking around wearing a cloak because no one else does. But I'll bring it back. I'll be like, I'm bringing this back. Like I'm trying to bring back these kind of sideburns and mustaches back. Yeah.
I suppose if you're in evening dress, like proper evening dress with a white tie. Yeah. So like say for example, because we just had I don't know if he's still here or not, or whether he's already gone, but Trump came over for a state visit a day ago or something. So yesterday or whenever it was, they had a state banquet. And they're all in white tie medals and various things dripping off them. But that would be the time to wear a cloak.
Yep, 100%.
Wear a cloak over the top of that.
Yeah,
and sort of sashay in.
Also, how much easier is it to put on and take off a cloak? You're not farting around with sleeves.
Yeah.
You literally just there you go. You're done. Covered.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you take it off, you just, push it off your shoulders like you're, some Hollywood actress or something. And then just leave it on the floor, walk away while saying like, Andre, park the car. Yeah.
The only problem is it doesn't really go with a lot of things that most people wear most of the time.
So definitely doesn't go with like jeans.
Well, no, that's it. With jeans and hoodie and then a cloak. That doesn't work. Shorts, that would look weird. I think you've got to have the. I don't know. Do you have to? Well, the only problem with body shape, right, is that if you're a bit round, you could end up looking just a bit like a mushroom. If you were wearing a cloak, that's possible. Of course,
I'd look like I was smuggling ham or something. I'd walk out of the local Tesco and be like, sorry, I just need to just check you out, make sure you're not stealing a thing, a pork belly or something.
You'd be like, no, in fact, what I've got is dueling pistols.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Okay, that's fine then. On you.
Cloaks, pirates.
Yeah, bring back cloaks.
I think we should bring back cloaks. But if you're in a suit, I don't see why you couldn't wear a cloak.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, well, there you go. What do you think in the chat? Get involved. Let us know. Would you bring back a cloak or not?
Not.
I tell you what, who used to wear cloaks a lot were nurses. You know, when nurses used to dress
serial
properly.
killers.
Yeah, that too. But nurses, like, we're not talking a very long time ago, but like in the 60s or 70s, or something, they used to wear the proper uniforms. So they'd have like stripes, and they'd have hats.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have little fluffy white, not fluffy. What am I talking about? That's a cat. Little bunched up white things that would go on their above the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard to explain. And they wear proper dresses and belts. You know, like the three buckle thing.
Yeah,
you still see it sometimes, but now they all go around in scrubs.
I thought it was scrubs now, isn't it? Because it's cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, when they used to dress properly, often they'd have cloaks.
Yeah.
So there we go.
There you go.
Bring back cloaks. That's what I say.
Cloaks and capes. Less capes, but more cloaks. Like I say, when they come all the way around, and we need those back.
Yeah.
Like I say, so much easier to put on and take off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe you could smuggle a ham.
There you go. Bring back the cloak.
It's like, you reminded me of a Family Guy sketch. There's like, when you basically play the lottery when you marry in Russia. Because when you start taking off all the clothes, you don't know whether they're fat or thin under all the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes, moving swiftly on.
Moving on. What else you got?
What did that have to do with pirates?
Well, cloaks.
Yeah, they don't even wear cloaks, do they?
No, but we got to that from because I really like pirate clothing.
Oh, right. Okay.
With the long coats and like I say, I feel like I should just start wearing them. I'm being my genuine self. I like the styling, so I'm just going to start wearing it. But again, you didn't really see many pirates with glasses, or
that's true. Yeah.
Or hairspray in their hair. It just didn't happen.
No, they wore hats, didn't they?
They also weren't ginger.
No. Well, anyway, I imagine some of them would have been.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, what are we?
Hey, what else you got? What else have we got?
Well, I tell you what. Let's, before we get on to what I've got, now we talked about styling.
Yeah.
What I'd like to ask you. Oh, hang on, that was a bit weird.
What
I'd like to ask you. Hey, CJ.
Hey, Ted. What's going on?
I can't help noticing that something's quite different with your face.
Really? Well,
yes,
what do you think is different?
Which leads me to ask the question: what the hell happened to your beard? It seems like the bottom half fell off.
Fell off. It's like that Australian meme, isn't it? The front fell off. Oh, good. No, I decided to shave it off. Just wanted a change. I literally just wanted a change. So
yeah. Okay. Rocking it.
But I also decided to keep the mustache. But then, so like I said, it's been like this for about a week. And I went into a team meeting on Monday, and the first thing somebody said to me was that I look like Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. Yep. And I was just like, "You son of a bitch." And then I thought maybe I just need to shave it off completely, but no, it's just roll with it.
The thing is, I've been in this position before, and I got rid of beards and ended up with moustaches. But the problem is, like when I'm wearing glasses, they're quite round ones as well.
Yeah.
So you take it down. Yeah, it's classic Ned.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I was like, I need to buy more contact lenses so I can just go glasses free.
Yeah.
And not be Ned Flanders. No.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I mean, I think this looks better than with glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Or, as the actress said to the bishop, get a bit more width in her.
Yeah, I thought about maybe actually, what I think I'm going to try and do next is go full mutton chop.
Ah.
So it comes from here all the way down and joins the mustache.
Now imagine that look with a cloak. Yeah.
Oh, literally. So, and I don't know if you know or remember much of it. So there's an episode of Sharp. I think it's Sharp's Challenge when he goes out to India. and there's a character there played by Graham McTavish, who's been in loads of other TV shows. Oddly enough, not a Scottish person with a name like McTavish, but he has that full-on, mutton chop sideburns into a mustache thing, and I was like, that's what I want. That's what I want to go for. Mm-hmm. And I think I'll look really freaking cool. And like I say, if I do it glasses free, I just think I'll look so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll find out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Whether I look really stupid or not.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It has crossed my mind, actually. I thought, okay, moustache is established enough that maybe I could, but...
Well, I still think you could go quite cavalier with it, like proper 17th century cavalier, because you've got the mustache that comes out, but then your beard also kind of goes down into a bit of a point.
Yeah.
Or certainly the colouring on it makes it look like it comes down into a point. So I reckon you could get away with a bit of cavalier action going. I think you'd look really good. Then talking about hats, you can have yourself a nice cavalier's hat with a big feather in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll work well for you.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Maybe I should. And a cloak, of course.
Exactly. Again, another classic example of cloak usage.
Yeah.
17th century military.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we do know is that we could definitely carry off cloaks. And stay tuned for the next version of CJ's facial hair.
It'll probably be like this for quite a while now. Like I said, I wanted to change, and I've got to roll with it. I've just got to commit. Yeah, I've had a beard for what, 7-8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we now? 2023. Yeah, it's got to be 8 years now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So about time I had a change.
Yeah. Right, I tell you what. Should we have a whilst we're talking about facial hair, okay? Have a look at this beast.
Yeah, I'm already looking at him, and he looks damn handsome. No, I'm kidding. What a beast!
What a beast! That's what she said. Yeah. So anyway, I went on a bit of a road trip.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what? I went quite a long way, and I'm not going to do it again in a hurry.
No.
No. Because it's not that it's time consuming, but it's just a long time in the car.
Okay.
And when you certainly when you watch the Top Gear, the what do they call the Amazon one?
Grand Tour.
Grand Tour, and they go off and they do these Grand Tours, and you think, oh, fair enough, they've driven there and it's thousands of miles or whatever. Oh, that looks cool. And you think, oh my God, no, it's not. It's a long way. It is a long stretch. So anyway, as anybody with a keen eye might sort of gather from the picture, that is a what's it called? Macaque. Otherwise known as a Barbary ape. I don't know. I had it in front of me. I can't remember what I'm talking about now. But anyway, what it boils down to is that I had a bit of an adventure. So myself and the son went off on a bit of a road trip, something a bit different. And it was let's say it's a road trip across Europe, or down Europe, I should say. So we set off from home, obviously in the UK, and hopped on the Eurotunnel in the car. Anyway, the first stop was Bruges. So let me see. The problem is I don't know where all my pictures are.
I was going to say that wasn't Bruges.
There we go. No. This is the Eurotunnel. Everybody knows what that is. But anyway, basically we went to Bruges because the first thing I thought was, okay, what's about in Belgium? And of course, I've seen the film In Bruges. Have you seen the film?
I have, and as soon as you said Bruges, I was like, fucking Bruges. A great film.
Yeah. Weirdly, weirdly, I found a branch of the Sue Ryder shop in Bruges.
Who's Sue Ryder?
There's the Sue Ryder charity shops.
Okay.
So it'd be like going to Ethiopia and finding it. Oh no, Oxfam. That might make sense. But you know what I mean. Going somewhere completely different and then finding something, and you think, oh, that's weird. That shouldn't be here.
Like going to Afghanistan and seeing a McDonald's.
Well, yes. I mean, I don't know. Do they? Well, I don't know. They might have had at some point when they had bases, I guess.
Well, they did, yeah. They literally flew in McDonald's and Burger Kings and all sorts, yeah. So anyway, off we went to Bruges. Let me see if I've got another picture of Bruges. I'll tell you what. Switch off my pictures for a minute. Done.
Yeah, thanks.
Should we look at Ned Flanders again for a moment?
Yes, not even we can look at Ned Flanders.
Wasn't even on the page.
Yeah, I'll give you the nod to go back when it's appropriate time.
I'll just freestyle for a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. Speaking
anyway,
of,
we all know what Bruges looks like anyway. But anyway, the point is, we went there. So really nice place, cobbled streets and all that sort of thing, canals, as you can imagine. Interestingly, I wasn't entirely sure what they all speak there, but it's mostly Dutch, that end. And then the other end, they speak, or is it the other way around? I can't remember. But yeah, Belgium is a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to language.
I didn't know that.
Oh no! I mean, not that it makes an awful lot of difference because what you do is you just talk a bit louder in English, and that
point
kind of
things,
works. Yeah,
and talk really loudly.
Yeah, that's right. I tell you what is really useful if you're going abroad like this is ChatGPT.
Why you have Live Translate on your phone?
Well, exactly. But also the thing is, you find a menu, just take a picture of it.
Oh yeah, that
give
as
it to
well.
ChatGPT and say, "Oh, can you just translate this, please?"
No, the Google Translate app. Literally, you just hold. You don't have to take a photo. You just hold your camera up to it, and it will just tell you what it says.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Well, I mean, my bubble's fine. Thank you very much, because I thought that worked quite well because I actually ended up with a full menu based on. What I'd taken a picture of.
Yeah, so of course that works as well, and we should not detract from that. And so, I apologise. Yeah, because I did that when I went to Tenerife. I literally had the Google Translate app on my phone, just hold it up to a sign or whatever, and it'll just translate it live. You don't even have to take a photo of it. Yeah, which was pretty cool at the time.
Yeah.
But actually, speaking of translation, actually, you know what? We'll come back to it. You finish your road trip.
Oh yeah. So anyway, and that was just the start. Okay. But anyway, so Bruges, nice. There was no shooting, no midgets or anything like that. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. The tower thing that kind of amused me. We didn't get to go up there, but all I thought about that was. Am I an elephant?
I'm trying to go there. You're from your fucking elephants.
So anyway, from there on, the next day we went up to, or went down rather. We went down to Paris. Because he really wanted to go to Paris. And I'm like, Paris, all right, okay. Go to Paris. But anyway, it was what you'd expect. It was, pretty busy and noisy. Lots going on.
My brother went to Bruges years ago.
This sounds like it's going to be a joke.
No. Well, it might be. It depends on your sense of humour, I guess. But no, he came back and he was just like, I don't know how you found Bruges yourself. I realise you're probably talking about Paris when you said busy and full of people and stuff.
Yeah.
But when he came back from Bruges, he said it is a lovely place, but it's full of people. It's just a big tour. He just said at the time he went, it was just a big tourist attraction, and it was just full of people.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't know if that was your experience.
Yeah, there were people. I mean, there were people everywhere, to be fair. Yeah.
Or was it touristy people? Or was it just people?
There were quite a few touristy people, but also just people.
Okay.
But yeah. It was nice though. It wasn't like super packed or ridiculous or anything like that. So we went to Paris, and we saw quite a few things in Paris. Obviously, I mean, we ate all the usual things as well, but you need to eat when you go to Paris. Because my son wanted to try frogs' legs and snails. So we had all those. But one thing that was quite interesting, and here's a tip if you go in there, is head to the Army Museum, or the Museum de Army, or whatever they call it. Yeah, you can see from this picture. This is yours truly outside. You can see the French flag there and a cannon, just inches away from my earlobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go.
I was say you probably don't want to be stood there when it goes off. It'll just go right into your ear and then straight out the other side.
Well, that's right. Yeah. But if you like army museums and cannons and Napoleon Bonaparte and things like that, then yeah, that was quite worth it. And the best bit is it was free, because I happen to have a Mod 90 and
nice.
and a child. So yeah, that was free.
I miss that about the organisation, having that access anywhere card that used to live in my wallet that just said, yeah, there you go. Let me throw you. Thank you. Yeah, it was like one step away from just beating people aside with it. Get out of my way. British, how dare you? Like back in the days of the Empire when you British passport, you're just like, how dare you ask me for my passport? I don't know, and you just swap people aside with using your passport.
Yeah. So anyway, that was Paris. Let me just find the next one. Yeah, but it was really nice. I mean, I thought, to be honest with you, Paris was going to be a bit dirtier.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a bit worse. Now, to be fair, there were some really nice sort of touristy bits. One of the things that we did do was go up the Eiffel Tower.
Good.
Which was nice. I've got a picture from there. I thought this was quite a good picture, actually. I took.
I assume that's good. Our sun in the background there, like the sunset.
Yeah, it's the sun or the moon or something. I don't know.
So, it looks like one of the sons of Tatooine from Star Wars.
Oh right, I see. No, that's no. This is all the pictures you see are from our solar system.
Good.
Yeah.
But there's also
a long drive,
non-fiction from our non-fictional solar system.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that took a good picture. The good thing about that was because we went up when it was light and we were there when it was dark as well. So nice. That was timed really well. I did that once with the I think it was the first time I ever went on the London Eye. Managed to start when it was light and finish when it was dark.
What about the London Eye?
Yeah.
Sorry, it was there. I had to use it. What she said.
Yes. Right. Okay. Let me think about what we did next. So anyway, Paris. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Anyway, the point was, what it did involve was an awful lot of traveling about, because we then had to go all the way through Spain, because we were going all the way to Gibraltar.
Oh.
And do you know what? I've come to the conclusion, and this might be a bit controversial. I don't know.
You controversial? What?
Okay. But I think that probably a lot of Spain is just a bit of a waste, right? I genuinely think what we could do is we could take out 2/3 of Spain and just lift everything up. We'd be a lot closer to Gibraltar.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm not suggesting we do it. I don't know what we'd do with all the displaced people in those 2/3, but...
So when you say a waste, what do you mean?
Well, you just got to drive through it.
Oh, so it's an inconvenience for you?
Yeah, it was an inconvenience to me. There was too much Spain.
Okay.
Too much
Said no one ever. Yeah. Well, sorry. One person said once there was too much Spain.
Yeah.
And he was very short and also wore a hat.
Right.
And got his ass kicked in Waterloo.
To be fair, he was quite normal size for the time. Yeah.
Do you reckon that's what he used to say all the time? Like, I'm normal height for our time period.
Yeah. I mean, would you describe now as our time period? Yeah, so that works. Yeah, I guess.
I'm a normal height and width for our time period. Okay.
Yeah. I'm the normal girth, and anyway, moving swiftly on. Let's have a look. So So anyway, we went to Gibraltar, or in the way that I would describe it as also Britain. I'll tell you what, I missed out the lion balls. Have a look at the lion balls.
You saw lion balls. We need to see this.
I saw lion balls.
Nah.
In France, lion balls. Can you believe it?
Yeah, lion. Who'd have thought it? That one day you could say, "I've eaten lion balls." What a time to be alive.
I had some pictures of monkeys. There we go.
Okay.
We've already seen one of the monkeys, haven't we? Oh, we've already seen that. Oh, let's go through it. Hang on. There we go. There's another monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. Monkeys were quite fun.
Was this was a gym?
They were quite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we went up the top. I did have a picture of where is it? There we go. Cable car. So we went up the cable car. I did not enjoy that.
I was trying to read what it said on the bottom. It says, "Let's hang out."
Yeah.
So was there an ostrich that stood underneath it? Like,
Should have been.
Good.
Yeah, so that was that. Do you know what? The whole trip was like I basically kept it simple. Okay, we were driving about 6 hours a day. All right, and except for in Gibraltar, so we got there, had a whole day there, so stayed a couple of nights. But yeah, my God, it was a lot of driving. Do you know how far we went altogether?
I'm going to guess 5,000 miles.
No, not quite. 3,735 miles.
Oh, 3,700. I wasn't far off.
Yeah.
Probably far enough, but I wasn't far off.
So it's a bit of a mixture. We had a bit of camping, bit of hotels, bit of just getting kip in the car as well.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Oh, also we went via what's it called? Portugal. We went to Portugal as well.
Okay.
Just nipped in, had a sandwich, nipped off again.
Across the border, grab a sarnie, come back.
Yeah. So we covered quite a few countries, and I think that was the key thing, because my son was quite keen to. Oh yeah, let's go. He's 9.
That's fair enough. And hey, did he get stamps in his passport? That's the question.
Yeah, he got some stamps in his passport.
Say for each of the, because that's sort of. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, that was the appeal of going abroad. It wasn't to see the European country; it was to get a stamp in your passport to say you'd been there. You could show off to your friends, be like, "I've been to France," or "I've been to South Africa," or whatever. Yeah.
So that was good, and and for a little bit of education, we went to Dunkirk, and actually I've got a picture of that. We got a picture of the I've forgotten what it's called now.
Memorial.
It's the cemetery there, and the memorial of. Unfortunately, I've got the side that's in French, but you know what I mean.
Okay. Well, everyone hold your phones up to the screen, and you'll get a translation.
That's the way to do it, isn't it? Yeah, I think there's another picture of that. Hang on, just a second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Here's a good one. Yeah. So there we go.
That's pretty cool.
And we went on. We also went on the beach as well, because why not go to Dunkirk Beach? But anyway, the long and short of it is, go places, but for God's sake, don't do a bloody road trip for 3,500 miles. I mean, it's exhausting in the moment. To be fair, there's long drives, sat nav, blinking, messing about, and dodgy service station food and things like that. But do you know what? It's making really cool memories. It's going to places, and it wouldn't occur to me, I'm just going to go on a road trip around Europe just for me. If I had, then I probably would I might have given halfway up, given up halfway down.
I think if you stage it out, and obviously you've done that quite well, I think. In my opinion, based on what you said there, as long as you're kind of staging it out, so you're not on the road for a whole day, for example. It's only half a day realistically, or but then you stop, but then you've got yourself plenty of time in the place that you've actually stopped at to then make it worthwhile. It's when, like you say, you kind of have to go, you drive for 6 hours, and then you're in the place for maybe 2, but then you're driving for another 3 or 4 to get somewhere else, and it's like, ugh, that's exhausting.
Yeah. It would be nice. One thing I did say to him is, all right, next year, if you do anything, it's going to be a package. We're going to go to one place. I'm going to stay that place, and then we're going to go straight back again. There's not going to be any of this messing about. But I'd go back to Paris. I'd definitely go back to Belgium. And I'd like to go back to Gib for a few days. But like directly there and back.
Yeah.
On a plane.
I was going to say, and sometimes it's probably better just to fly.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I had a similar revelation. What the hell was I about? A revelation. So I've been really dead against like public transport in the UK for quite a long time, mainly because it is pretty terrible. Yeah. But for work, I had to go to London for work for a few days, and if I was still living further south, like Bedford kind of direction where I used to live, probably would have been fine. I probably would have driven in. Because I'm much further north now, it's much further to drive. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to get a train. So there's my local train station, but then I actually drove 30 minutes north to another train station just so I could get a single train straight into London without having to change and hang around on a platform for an hour waiting for the next one. But actually, overall, pretty good experience now. It wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. The train wasn't crowded. I had a booked seat and nobody was sat next to me, so it was actually a really pleasant experience. And it was nice just to kind of sit there and, as you do, you rock around like this. You don't get the clackety clack anymore, which I don't, which is a shame because I used to like the clackety clack. It was actually quite pleasant. So actually, I'm seriously considering now, seriously considering getting trains to places now. But I think it depends on the ones that you get. I think like the local service ones. They're the crap ones, but when you get like the national service, like I said, I was on EMR, East Midlands Rail, or EMR Intercity they call it now. So you got EMR Intercity and EMR Regional, and then you get and obviously loads of other in between as well. But that kind of intercity service is actually really quite nice. Like I say, the last train I took before that one was when I lived in Bedford. And that was on a Thames link, and like I say, it wasn't terrible, but it was just packed and overcrowded, and that wasn't a pleasant experience. The train itself was quite nice, but it was just people. It's being crowded in with people like a sardine. I don't like it. That's what I don't like about public transport.
No, I'm not a fan of people either. Well, we didn't do. To be fair, we didn't do an awful lot on public transport. The only thing was, and in the event, actually, I think we could have driven in a bit further, but we stopped at a hotel in Paris and then got the metro in. But then, by the time you finish and it's dark and you've got lots of people, presumably, well, I mean, say what it is. You've got a bunch of Africans trying to sell you things in the street when it's dark outside the Eiffel Tower. You're like, actually, I just want to Uber back. I don't fancy going on the metro. We just got an Uber back from the centre of town. But that was all about it. That was about it. But we'd done that before. I mean, when we went away last year, actually, that worked really well because it's only a 5-minute walk to get to the train station. Yeah. Then down to London, then across, then get to where we went, Heathrow, or the other one. I can't remember.
An airport.
And then, and obviously at the airport, that's mostly sitting down until you get where you go. So
but I found like this morning as I was coming back from London, just sat on the train, just staring out the window, just watching the world go by. I actually kind of missed that. Especially when it's just all, when you're going through the countryside and you're just like, actually, this country is a beautiful country.
Yeah.
It's just a shame it's shit. It's a shame the rest of it's crap.
Yeah. I think if I was going to, I don't know, if I was going to Edinburgh or something like that, I think, oh yeah, okay, you can sort of see the benefit of going on the train. And I can see the benefit, about an hour to get down to London.
Yeah.
I can see some of the benefits of that. The only problem is when you get down there, it's like then you've got the local stuff around there and you got the tube, and it's just not nice. It used to be a lot nicer. It is not, it used to be bearable, but it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But
so I actually said to some colleagues who were like, "Oh, I don't really know about navigating the tube." I'm like, honestly, there's two genuine choices. Unless you're going from one side of the city all the way to the other, don't use the tube. It's pointless. The amount of time it takes you to get down to a platform, wait for a train, get on a train, get off the other side, then get back up to street level, you're probably going to be quicker just walking.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I went, your two options are either walk or get a taxi. I was like, if it's a nice day, walk. And that's what we did, actually, for all of it. It didn't rain once when I was down there, and we walked everywhere. It was really, really nice. But I said, but if you're in a rush, get a taxi.
Yeah.
Don't bother with the tube. It's crowded and stinking, and just, again, I don't really think it's value for money.
It still depends on the time of day, of course, because getting in the taxi doesn't necessarily mean you get there any quicker.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it always seems like it's going to be a few minutes, but it's a lot longer. Often, presume, as long as it's not pouring with rain or anything, the best thing to do is just walk pretty quick. Obviously it depends on where you are. If I go down, some of the time, I've been down on the train if need be. The problem is it's so bloody expensive. Alternatively, what I do is I drive down to somewhere and then get the tube. I tend to go to Cockfosters.
Oh.
Yes, because it sounds funny, but also because it's right on the edge of the line, so you can get on, and it's the it's Piccadilly line. Yeah. So usually anywhere I want to go is going to be on the Piccadilly line. So it's just like shooting straight through. Yeah. Obviously, it's good. It'll still take me an hour and a half or somewhere to get down to Cockfosters. And then it's another, I don't know, 40 minutes or something to get to somewhere useful, like Hyde Park Corner or something. But it's nothing compared to getting on the train.
Yeah, see, that's what I would have done if I was still living in Bedford. I'd have driven to North London, parked up, and then picked up the tube into the city.
Which is sad because if you're in Bedford, it depends where in Bedford, but the train is you got a direct route. You got a direct route from most places.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, you get a direct route into London from most places. Even near where you are. I actually went through on the train back to where I live. I actually went through your town on the way back, and I thought about you as I saw the sign, whiz past me. I was like, oh. But it's like you can always get a train into London, but it is the cost. Yeah, and I think if it wasn't for the fact that work was paying for it, I probably wouldn't have taken the train. If it was on my own tab, I'd have driven in. I'd have taken the 3.5 to 4 hour drive. Yeah, once you account for traffic as well, into North London, parked up, and then just jumped on the tube. Because work was paying for it, it's like, well, that's fine. But even then, from where I live, so I live in North Derbyshire, I won't say exactly where, but it's like I drive north up to Chesterfield to get a direct train from Chesterfield straight into St Pancras. Return journey and timed off-peak tickets was still 180 quid. Yeah. And it's usually, but if it was all open, if it was just like leave whenever you want, come back whenever you want, that would have been more than twice the cost. And you wonder why people don't want to use the train anymore. Yeah, it's just crazy expensive.
Yeah. It's crazy expensive, obviously, to drive in, especially all the way in. But
It would have been cheaper.
The benefit is you get there and you don't feel like you stink of train. and the benefit of leaving in the car is you drive off. Like, okay, there's traffic, but as soon as you get onto the M1 or something, right? You're like, "Whoa, this is fantastic! I've escaped." Then you got your own space.
Yep.
You're not then still on a bloody train or something.
No.
Yeah.
There's pros and cons to both.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I'm driving, I can vape. Yeah. But I'm also under my own timeline, my own schedule. I can stop for a break whenever I want. Traffic permitting and a services are being available permitting, of course. But it's that I can then go, oh, there's a services coming up in a couple of miles. I'll, go there and, grab a coffee or whatever. But when I'm on a train, okay, I can't vape. Yeah, there are toilets available, but who really wants to use them? Not me. But at the same time, I ain't got to think about anything. I literally sat there for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours from St Pancras back to Chesterfield. Just sat there with my arms, my music in my ears, arms crossed, just looking out the window. Like, yeah, this is nice.
I didn't think you had the option of having a laptop and being useful and catching up on things, but you're like, no.
Well, the thing is, I did that on the way down. I had my laptop open. I was doing work. I was preparing a presentation for the whole purpose of being in London. So I did that bit, and the Wi-Fi. Okay, the Wi-Fi wasn't bad, but obviously when you go through certain places, you get no signal. So if you're trying to look at something on the internet or download something, or in my case, use Copilot to help me with the work, it would just crap out because there's not a decent internet signal. So like, okay, well, I literally just said I've done what I need to do in London, so I'm actually going to just relax on the way home.
Yeah, as long as the railway signal works.
Well, yeah, as long as there's signal faults or fallen trees or, God forbid, a strong gust of wind.
Yeah. Wrong type of rust on the wheels or something.
Yeah.
But
it was nice.
It is nice to have your own. Yeah. It's nice to have your own space, though. But
I like driving, and I don't switch off when I'm driving, but it's very much it's a happy place for me when I'm driving.
I'll tell you what I was going to say. When it comes to the cost of it, if you think about going down the train, but there's more than one person. So let's say, for example, hey, let's all go down to London for the day. Then you've got a full car. It would be a ridiculous comparison between driving down and going on the train with more than 2 tickets or 2 or 3 tickets. Because it does cost like up to £100 or something. You get 2 people, that's about £200.
Yeah. Well, what did I say? It was times tickets off peak, and it was still 170, 180 quid or something. The fuel to get me to and from London would have been about £50. Parking for 2 nights in London probably would have cost me about 50 quid, depending on where I'm parking.
Yeah.
And then the tube fare as well. I don't know how much the tube actually cost. Like I said, I didn't use it once while I was there this time around.
Couple of quid.
That's it, but I'm assuming that's only a couple of quid.
Yeah.
So actually, if it's a full car of people, the car is the better option cost-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if I'm on my own, and like I say, and I was doing it under my own cost, I'd have driven down. It's still cheaper. Yeah. And I would have claimed on expenses too, but but because the company can, because I can book all my train tickets online through the company, I'll just do that. Parking cost me £12 for 2 days at Chesterfield, so fine. I can deal with that.
Well, do you know what? Everything is a lot cheaper when somebody else is paying for it.
Oh yeah. Right,
so that
food tastes better when someone else cooks it or pays for it. So, just the law. But again, if I was going down for leisure, so there's no claiming money back or getting someone else to pay for it. If I'm just doing it for leisure, if I'm feeling a bit what's the word, affluent, I might consider taking the train, because it was a pleasant experience. Like I say, I wasn't packed in like sardines. It didn't smell. It was a little bit, warm in there, but it wasn't terrible. I would consider it if I could afford it. If I could really justify the cost. But otherwise, I'd be like, no, I'll drive. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll drive to Watford and just pick up the tube.
Yeah. Should we have a short break?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. I was just thinking that. So let me don't go anywhere yet. Let me cue up some music.
Okay.
And right, music's ready. And here we go. See ya. We'll be right back.
Ned Flanders will be right back.
We're back.
We are back.
That was slick that time. I'm actually really impressed with myself how slick that was. Cool. Anyway, yes. I was thinking about your holiday thing, and the thinking about the translation bit that we were talking about. So like where you take a photo and you put something into ChatGPT, and it'll give you some translations. So I don't know if you follow Apple or watched the Apple event last week.
I did not, no.
Which I did. I'm an Apple person. I've got the new iPhone on order. I'm hoping that's going to turn up sometime this coming week. But I'm also going to get the new AirPods.
Oh, right.
The new AirPods Pro. So I'm going to sell my old ones and go buy the new ones. But they come with live translation. So I was thinking about your translation thing, like you say, taking photos and that. But they've advertised it as, it will listen to someone in their foreign language and it will live translate it into your ears.
So the Babel fish has become a thing then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's pretty cool. But then you can then talk and it will do a live translation onto your phone. It'll, literally you can hold your phone up to the person. It'll just start writing whatever you're saying in their language.
Yeah.
Unless they have the new AirPods Pro as well. And then it will just do conversation between them.
Right, okay.
Literally, you talk in your language, they talk in their language, and everything gets live translated and straight into their ears. And I'm like, how freaking cool is that? That is so cool. Like I say, so the new iPhone and the AirPods come out today. Like I said, I'm getting the new iPhone. So I'm just waiting for that to arrive. And
what number are
17
now?
We're on 17 now. So I've got a new iPhone 17 on the way. It looks a lot different than the old one. So like the camera bump is changed. So you've got like this is the old style camera bump. The new one kind of goes all the way across now.
Yeah, right.
And it does look strange, but that's because we've all been used to this style for so long.
Yeah.
It's just design. That's all that is. But anyway, discussion question. Do you still get excited about, or do you get excited about phone releases or, new kind of technology coming out where, if you happen to see like the adverts for it or you talk to people where you then go, actually, that sounds like a really cool feature and I'm actually a little bit excited about that. Do you get that?
Okay, probably not the sort of release that I get excited about, but no, I would say I'm an Apple person, but that's because I use Apple stuff. But I'm definitely not an early adopter,
right? And
because of that, no, I don't get excited. I don't even know when these things are happening, and I will sort of catch up later on.
Right?
I'm a very late adopter of things. That goes for everything. It also goes with like TV and stuff. People will be talking about something, and then 10 years later, I go, "Well, I wonder what this is all about."
I get that.
What example at the moment is I'm 9 out of 10 seasons into Spooks.
Crikey, that's going back a ways.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez, I think I was watching Spooks when I was still living in London. And that was 20 years ago. No, that was 30 years ago.
Nah, it can't be that long.
I don't know.
No, I think it's too... Well, anyway, I'll get there eventually.
Okay. I mean, I'm not always an early adopter of the new technologies. So The other talking segment that I've got is about, so I've gone through a bit of a tech refresh at home as well.
Nice.
So I put in a little bit of, capital investment for myself, but effectively sold a load of old tech and now gone out and bought a load of new tech.
Okay.
So essentially, by making money by selling the old stuff, I haven't spent as much as I would if I just went out and bought everything brand new to begin with.
However you justify it to yourself, that's fine.
Yeah, well, that's literally... I was going to buy it anyway, so I just tried to find the most cost-efficient way of doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm not an early adopter. I think this iPhone that's, like I say, been released today is the first time I've ever pre-ordered a phone or ordered a phone before release day. This is the first time I've ever bought an iPhone, at the point of release rather than, like I say, I mean, my current one is a iPhone 14 Pro Max. I bought it 5 months after its release date because at that point I just needed a new phone. And I was like, well, that's the latest and greatest. I'll just get that. That's fine. This is really the first time I've actually gone ahead and bought something at the point of release, and the same with the new AirPods Pro as well. It's the first time I'm going to buy something like that at the point they're released rather than waiting a little while. Mainly because the prices never come down. It's not like in the old days where if something new came out, it'll be a bit expensive to begin with, but wait till January sales and it'll come down in price. Or, wait till some kind of spring or summer sale and it'll come down in price. It just doesn't happen with Apple technology. So this year I've kind of gone, I need a new phone. I don't need a new phone. I want a new phone. Mine is getting is getting on a bit. I do want to try and make better use of like Apple Intelligence, which my phone is not capable of. So I'm going to get the new phone when it comes out. That's what I've done. But
what do you mean Apple Intelligence?
It's AI thing. Instead of just being normal Siri, it's now a whole AI powered thing on your phone.
All right.
You'll have to Google it. I can't tell you anything really about it apart from that it's an AI engine on Apple devices.
Right. Okay.
Your Mac Mini should have Apple Intelligence on it. How old's your Mac Mini?
I don't know.
Is it
a year or something? Right.
Should have Apple Intelligence on it.
Okay.
If you do the command space and then type in Apple Intelligence, it should tell you if it's got it or not. But yeah, anyway, it's ChatGPT for Apple devices. It's Apple's version of Copilot, if you like.
Okay.
But all the new iPhones, and they have done for a couple of years. All the new iPhones have come with. You've gone really large on the screen.
Yeah, I know I have.
You've got to really
to go do something, and then it all went to cock.
I say you got a really big head there, Ted.
Well done. Right.
Now undo what you just did.
I will try and undo what I've just done.
But yeah, anyway, but like the latest iPhones have had this for the last last couple of generations. I think it was the 15 was the first one to have Apple Intelligence on it. Then the 16 did, and now the 17's got it as well. And I know they've made some improvements. It didn't have a very successful launch, Apple Intelligence, but it's had some improvements, so I'm told. So I'm quite interested to see how that integrates with my phone when the new one does arrive. So yeah, I mean the discussion question on that, like I say, is do you get excited? I don't get super excited, and like I say, I'm really not an early adopter of a lot of technology, but I'm quite excited over this one. Like I say, mainly because it's the first time I've bought it at the point of release rather than waiting a little while. So I'm like, actually, and I watched the Apple event live. Like I say, they talked about the new phone, the new AirPods Pro, the new Apple Watch, which I don't care about. I don't wear an Apple Watch, and I've had them, but even that, and actually, no, that's right. We'll go on to the next tech thing for me in a bit, based off of the Apple Watch. So, where was I going with that? But yeah, they had the Apple Watch, and they also talked about the new OS 26, which does look really good, by the way. I don't know if you've put it onto your Mac or your phone or anything yet.
No. What's it called?
OS 26. It's iOS 26, Mac OS 26. They've just put them all in line now, so all of the operating systems for all the Apple devices are now numbered 26.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
it looks really good.
I don't know whether my stuff is too old for that or not.
It shouldn't be.
Certainly, well, probably my phone probably is.
What is it, 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
I think the 10 or the 11 is the last. It depends on whether it's still in support with Apple. I know the 12 is still under support with Apple.
Right.
So you should be able to get OS 26 on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks really good. So they've done this whole liquid glass thing, and it does actually look really quite good. It's like an opacity filter, if you like. So when when a little button comes up, it's just like a little. Well, like I say, they call it liquid glass. It looks like another piece of glass over the top of whatever it is that you're looking at. It's like I say, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Google it, everybody. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go ahead and Google it, and you'll figure it out. Yeah. Like I say, I'm not super excited by it, but I'm quite excited to get the new phone. It's not one of those. It's I've seen phone releases. Like I say, I remember a few years ago watching the Samsung event. What do they call it? Samsung Unpacked, I think. And I think that was when the Galaxy S20 came out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, is that a big red thing that says it can't support?
No, it says unable to download, but that's probably because I haven't got any space.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, probably if you haven't got any space, it won't work.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any space when I last updated it, so
okay.
Yeah, I have to plug it in.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, it was when Samsung released the S20. I remember watching the Samsung Unpacked thing for that, and it was just that, okay, well, this is all just marketing stuff. Mm-hmm. It's all designed to get you to buy it, but I didn't see anything out of the feature set that really made me go, oh my God, I must have that. And the same applies to Apple. They don't release anything that makes me go, I must have that. Except for probably the camera button function on the side of the new iPhones now. So you can change all your camera settings through one touch slider on the side of the phone. So where you've got your thingy button, your lock button, there's now another one down here. This phone doesn't have it, but there's another one on the side there, which is purely about camera control. So I'm like, that's quite exciting for me. But not exciting enough last year that I had to go and buy an iPhone 16.
Yeah.
But enough for this year for me to then go.
When you say slider, that's probably not ideal if you have a case. Although that's a way in which they can design a case that everybody has to buy because you need it to be specifically for that. Yeah, okay.
The thing is, I've got to go to the Apple Store. Once my new phone arrives, I've got to go to the Apple Store to trade this one in to get some credit to buy some other stuff. Mm-hmm. But while I'm there, so basically with the credit from that phone, I'm going to buy the new AirPods. Right. And a case and a new MagSafe wallet to go on the back, match the colour of the phone, because yes, that's who I am. Mm-hmm. But while I'm there, I want to look at the cases and see how the camera thing works with a case. Mm-hmm. Or is it like the old thing, the silence switcher? It's just a hole in the side, so you can use that switch. I don't know. I will find out when I go there.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for all of that.
So when does that happen? When does that come out?
The phone was released today, so I imagine there were queues galore outside Apple stores today for people to go and buy the new phone because people are crazy.
I don't get that bit. That seems like the crazy bit. People queuing outside.
People are crazy like that.
People used to do that for what's it called? The wizard thing, the books.
Harry
Wizard
Potter.
books. That's him. They used to do that. They queue up all night.
People get absolutely obsessed just to get the first one or get it as soon as possible.
Yeah. What do they think is going to happen? It's going to turn them into a wizard because they got it first.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though, isn't it? Everyone wants to be first. Everyone wants to be the first person to do something, or the first person in their friend group to do something. It feels like a real status thing. Phones and that are no different. People do queue up for days for phones. But then again, I'm not surprised, because I mean, a friend of mine pre-ordered the phone on the Apple Store, and it still hasn't, released today, still hasn't shipped out to him, but it says it could be anything between now and 2 weeks' time. It's like, well, why wait 2 weeks when you can go and queue up outside the Apple Store and get it on release day?
Yeah.
Again, I think a lot of that is just people want to show off to their friends. Look, I've got the latest iPhone. Woo!
Yeah.
That's not what it is for me, or certainly not the main thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will eventually go around and be like, I got the latest iPhone. Woo! Look at it, it's blue.
Yeah.
That was the other driver as well, is they finally released a Pro model of phone that has colour now. Again, so, because my 14 Pro is purple, and I quite like that it's purple. But then the 15 and the 16 only came in like white, gold, and silver, or black. And I'm like, I don't like that. I'm not really into black or white, and rose gold doesn't do it for me. Gold phones just seems way too flamboyant for me. But now the 17 has come in white, orange, or blue. Like, it's a really bright orange as well, like a proper copper orange colour, which is cool, and I think I'd like it for about a week, and then I'd hate it. So I went with blue.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, get a blue phone again, because my last blue phone was the iPhone 12. That was blue. So yeah, that's another reason why I got it. Yeah.
It's odd, that, isn't it? It's black, gold, or what would you just say? Black,
silver, white, black, or gold.
Although silver, because silver goes with the other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. Like the kind of the space, when they went through a phase of everything came in space grey. I was like, I'm here for that. I like that. It was a good shade of grey.
Yeah.
But then they, like I say, for the last releases of iPhone, and the Pro models, they came in these titanium colours, and it was like natural titanium, desert titanium, or black titanium. But they just didn't look nice to me. They weren't nice looking colours. I was like, sure, I could probably live with a natural titanium, but I don't want to, and I don't need to. But now there's one in blue. I'm like, I should go and get a blue one. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's it. iPhone 17, everybody. Go and queue up all night to get one.
Yeah. And if your tech's not too old, go and get yourself updated with iOS 26.
Yep. I am impressed with iOS 26. It does look really nice. The whole liquid glass thing. Like I say, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you do just need to go and go onto the Apple website and have a look at it. It is really nice looking. I think so anyway. Other people might just be like, oh my God, you've changed the entire thing of how my phone works. I'm really pissed off now. But once you get used to it, it's actually really nice.
What is it that bad? I mean, is it?
No.
Is it like?
No, just everything looks a little bit different, but everything is fundamentally the same.
Right.
Functionality is still the same, but it's like, if you go you'll go into an app and you'd be used to having the search button up in like the top right, but now it's on the bottom. So you just got to look, and then it's right there. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's like I say, it just looks a little bit different, but it still works the same as it has done before. The familiarity is still there.
Yeah, it won't confuse you for too long.
No, literally just spend the day, having a look, playing around with it, and then do the same with your phone. You'll be fine.
It's the fact that I absolutely knew that was going to come. That's what
it's like a signature now. Are you Googling it? Are you having a look?
I am Googling. I'm having a look. Actually, wait a minute. Let's So
it's all about liquid glass. Excuse me. If you actually, just type in liquid glass next to iOS 26.
Liquid
there you
glass.
Go, first one. And have a look at some of the images. or videos.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look for a video.
Yeah, I'm not going to show the video on screen for copyright reasons.
Well, you'll be all right because I've got the sound on. Apart from when the sound just comes on.
It's like I wouldn't be able to hear the sound anyway.
Yeah.
You want me to share it?
Yeah, you can share this. That's fine. Hang on.
That's an advert for Google Pixel 10. Yes.
Wow. Cheeky. There we go.
Good old Google.
Okay.
That's not really showing you much.
No, it's not really showing you that. Hang on. It's just talking, and then what are we seeing here?
So this is just like some of the new functionality that's come with it. It's not really showing you the visuals of liquid glass.
Okay.
The
phone.
Yeah, he's literally just talking about. Actually, go to the CarPlay and go back a little bit to the previous segment of the CarPlay.
Yeah.
Forward that one.
CarPlay. Yeah.
Go into that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it'll show. I saw a bit with the what it actually looks like in a car.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. So you can't really tell from there, but basically, if you just pause that video.
Yeah.
So where you've got basically the bit he's pointing to with the answer and decline, and so basically that's like a darkened. What is it? An oblong, or it's not a rectangle? It's a circle or whatever.
Rectum, I thought you were going to say.
Or could be a rectum, yeah. But basically, where that shape is dark on the screen, liquid glass, it isn't dark. It literally looks like someone's put another piece of glass over the top of the screen.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically it's translucent.
Yeah.
So you don't lose any color or anything like that. Like I say, you really can't see it that well on this video.
Yeah.
But it looks really, really nice, I think, anyway. And like I say, liquid glass on my CarPlay or in my car looks really, really good. Yeah, that doesn't really show it too well. Actually, just pause that. So I don't know if you can see on there's one of those icons where it says default R blue lamp or whatever. But you can see in the background of that, you can see the shape of the actual background of the whole screen. It's got like a bit of green, it's got a bit of blue. It's like that, but like I say, just better than what that looks like.
Okay. So it's a bit like a bit heads-up display.
Yeah. Well, like I say, the only way I could describe it is it's like augmented reality just on the screen. So I don't know if you've ever used augmented reality where you can still see everything, but then you just got this kind of overlay of the other bits that you're looking at.
Okay.
It's like that, just on the screen on your phone rather than in a pair of glasses or something.
Yeah.
I think the only way to really experience it is just to go and experience it, just to get it downloaded on your phone and have a look at it. And I mean, actually, I don't even know if I can really demonstrate it too much on here or how well it comes out on the.
All your basic functions, as you can see here, are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's just some of it a little bit better.
It just means some of your controls and stuff are, translucent instead of being a big.
Oh wow, that's quite cool. See what he's got there.
It's like a 3D. Oh, what do they call it? Yeah, it's got a name. Yeah, it basically uses all of the cameras, take essentially a 3D image, and then it. How I don't know if you get it on your phone, but like I get it on mine. Like so, the background on my phone. If I like tilt my phone back, you can't see it. But if you tip the phone back and forth, the background kind of moves with the.
Right. Yeah.
With that motion. Well, there you go, like he's doing there. So it's all like a 3D thing. That's what liquid glass does, and it's really freaking cool.
Okay.
I love it. I think it's awesome. I mean, it's not something I'd be like, I must go out and buy the latest iPhone just to have that. Like I say, I can have that on this phone.
Yeah.
But it's that, as far as operating system goes, that's a really cool feature.
Yeah.
The whole liquid glass thing and that kind of 3D imagery thing. Like I say, but again, that's all powered by like Apple Intelligence, where you take a photo and it almost lifts out some of the detail to make it 3D.
Right.
It's like I say, I just think it's really freaking cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just take it back a bit. What's he doing? Built into messages, photo app.
Is that the live translation? Yeah.
It looks like he's having a conversation and it's coming out as text.
Yeah, so live translation works with that as well.
Oh, here we go. We've got a section on liquid glass, so we can have this going on in the background.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Liquid glass.
So I'm hoping. I mean, I think that is liquid glass. You can see. Right. It just doesn't come out well on the camera. That's the thing. As he's filming it, it doesn't come out that well. It looks much better in person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people love it, some people hate it. It's so polarizing, actually, that Apple has started walking some of it back. The thing is, he's using the beta. This is a month ago. He's using the beta release,
right,
to do this. The actual release looks way better.
Yeah.
But actually, this one might work as a good sample. So he's using the Apple Vision Pro in this section of the video, which is the glasses that sit on your face.
Oh, okay.
But there you go. So that's one. So it looks like you're just pulling down another pane of glass over the screen.
Yeah.
And you see the kind of warping effects that you get around the corners.
Mm-hmm.
That's liquid glass, and that is very cool.
Yeah,
I'd say
looks good.
Visually, it's very cool.
Yeah.
I think, anyway. I don't work for Apple. There is no commission here. I promise. We're not sponsored. But
However,
I went into the beta. I went into the beta program for iOS 26.
Yeah.
And I actually ended up putting OS 26 on all of my Apple devices just because of how much I liked liquid glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I fell in love with it straight away, and there was nothing wrong with the old operating system and how it looked visually. Again, it's the Apple marketing team have gone, this would be a cool idea, and then the engineers have gone off and done something with it and come back, and they've gone, yeah, this is actually super cool, a really marketable product, and that's exactly what they've done. I only went into the beta program because a friend of mine said I should really check it out, and yeah, I didn't regret it. iOS 26, as soon as you can get it on your phone, get it on your phone because it's really cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, anyway.
There we go.
Yeah, so yeah, like I say, absolutely not sponsored by Apple, but if you are watching Apple, because let's be honest, we've shown someone else's video showing Apple products, so you're probably watching it, we're absolutely here for you.
Yeah, I think what would be really useful is a complete suite of Apple products that we can demonstrate on the podcast. We can give great reviews of. Yeah. So
I'll happily test out a fully spec'd top end Apple Mac Studio.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, I'd very happily test that for you and review it.
Also, big shout out to Tesla and Aston Martin. I'm more than happy to test out whatever you've got in terms of new technology, just for the what?
Kia, please send me a Kia. A Sorento to test and review, and then keep. Yeah,
right.
It's a car that I want, but it's really expensive.
Oh, right. What's a Kia Sorento? Is this is it a big one?
That's what she said. It's a large vehicle. Yeah, it's an SUV, self-charging hybrid.
Okay.
And there is a plug-in hybrid version, but it's like £70,000 worth of car.
Oh, crikey!
It's quite expensive, but it's big and spacious and very nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
For me, per my standards, it's a very nice looking car. Most people when they say, "Oh, that's a good looking car," they're talking about fucking McLaren F1 or something like that. That's not me. I'm into SUVs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there we go. Getting in touch with us. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
So that was the. So what else did you want to talk about tech-wise?
Well, that was kind of it. So that was actually the second portion was a bit of a tech refresh at home. So I got rid of all of my... So this started off with my Apple Watch. So I've had an Apple Watch for quite a long time. I've had a Series 8 now for what we're up to now, Series 11. So 3-4 years I've had a Series 8. And I just don't use it. I don't wear it. and I was having a look around, and I was looking at CEX, and I was looking at Apple, and I was like, man, I just want to get rid of it because I don't wear it. But because I was going to sell it to CEX, but because I put the beta version of OS 26 on there, they wouldn't take it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, what do I do? Because you then can't roll it back. That's a condition of doing the beta test, is you then can't actually roll it back to a previous version without sending it to Apple first. Okay. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll just have a look around. And I was chatting to a friend, and he went, well, why don't you trade it into Apple? I was like, actually, that's a really good idea. So I went on the Apple thing, and I could get, how much did I get for it? £110, I think I got back for it.
Okay.
Which isn't bad. For 3-4-year-old tech, I really thought it wasn't bad. So I basically planned to go to the Apple store. But then I was like, well, seeing as I'm doing it, because all you get back, when you trade something into Apple, all you get is a voucher to spend at Apple. You don't get cash for it.
All right.
But then I was like, well, I'm going to be left with £110 that I can't really do anything with. What am I supposed to do? And then I started looking at other products that Apple do. And I was like, oh, Apple TV 4K. And I was like, I've had an Apple TV before. Maybe I'll pick it up, maybe I'll get one again. And it was like, all I'd have to do is add in another 30, 40 quid to get an Apple TV. Yeah. I was like, okay, well, that's not too bad. Where do I get 30, 40 quid from? Well, if I'm buying an Apple TV, it then means I don't need my Fire TV Cube. So that can be sold to CEX. And it turned into this entire, I need to basically replace everything in my home. So anything that was Amazon Alexa got sold to CEX. Right. Any bit of technology that's been lying in my house that I haven't used or meaningfully used for a long time has been sold to CEX. Like old sets of headphones, Bluetooth earphones and all that kind of thing. Some old monitors that I had laying around, like screens that I had, because I replaced the screen in my office. So I had a couple of screens laying around, sold them to CEX. There's so much stuff that I just wasn't using, and I got a fair bit of money back from CEX for doing that. So then I went to Apple, traded in my watch, got £110 voucher for that, which I then immediately bought an Apple TV and a load of Apple HomePods as well. Okay. So where I've had like the Echo, the Amazon Alexa Echo like devices around my house, they all got sold to CEX. I basically replaced them all with Apple HomePods.
Right.
Then I started going a bit crazy with it, and all of my Tado smart thermostats got sold. So they're the little, like the TRV things you get on radiators, the thermostatic radiator valves, where you twist them to turn the heating on, and then you twist them another way to make the radiators cooler when you run in the heaters. Running the heating. There's basically smart versions of those that I had. I've sold them because actually they weren't really saving me any money. I actually did a comparison over the last couple of years, and they actually cost me more money last year. Even when adjusting for the changes in price year to year, it was more expensive to run the heating in my house last year using these smart radiator valves than it was to not have them. So sold them. My Ring security cameras that I also then have to pay a subscription for, £10 a month to keep all the recordings for those. They got sold. And like I said, I basically just had a massive tech refresh. So I've got new security cameras that don't require a subscription, but I can store all the data locally. I've got Apple HomePods. I've got the Apple TV. It's good. So yeah, that was really the thing. So I think the discussion question out of that was, are you kind of bound to any kind of technology ecosystem? We've spoken about Apple a little bit. You've got some Apple products, but do you have a preference over other things? So, or have you ever gone and said, I just need a complete eco or a tech refresh, and just kind of just done clean sweep, get rid of all the old crap and buy a load of new crap?
At no point have I thought to myself, I need a tech refresh. Not to a great extent. I changed over, didn't I? So I changed over from what do we call it, Windows over to a Mac.
Yep.
So I did that, And then to be fair, it wasn't long after that I thought, oh, I know what would be useful. Having a Mac on the go rather than one that's just stuck here in the studio. So then I got the what do you call it?
The MacBook.
I got the MacBook.
Yeah.
Obviously got an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because human.
Yeah.
And but that's pretty much it. I've never really bothered with the watch at all. So I certainly don't need a smartwatch. If I don't need a watch, I don't need a smartwatch.
I just figured
it's quite useful sometimes, because it's quite obvious if you're in a meeting or something and you're looking at your phone to see what time it is. Whereas if I was wearing a watch, sometimes that might be a bit easier.
Yeah.
But
I like wearing a watch, but I much prefer wearing my proper mechanical watch.
Yeah.
Rather than a smartwatch. The thing is with a smartwatch, I got really fed up with notifications coming through and buzzing on my wrist. So I ended up turning all the notifications off. And then I was like, well, I've just got a computer strapped to my wrist for no reason.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing things like talking into it to talk to people or voice send text messages, and I've never really been into doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Going,
talk to Kit.
That's it, yeah. Kit, come pick me up. But I've never really been into doing that kind of thing anyway, so I just went, I'll just get rid of it. I was only using it for sleep tracking and the rare occasion I'd actually go out for a walk. To convince myself that I was doing something good by going out for a walk, that I could, kind of wipe out the last 30 years of no exercise by going out for an hour's walk, periodically. And that's really what I was using it for. And like I say, the sleep tracking thing, okay, it was useful. It is useful. But then I went and bought a smart ring instead that does exactly the same thing and doesn't disturb me. So it doesn't buzz on my wrist or have a screen, and it was cheaper than a watch. So it's like, I think that'll do it. So now when I go out and about, I'll wear my mechanical watch and I can still track all my health stuff. So
because you've got a smartwatch, if you have a smartwatch and somehow sort of counting steps, obviously if you've got something on your wrist that counts steps, it could be that you get a reading that's way in excess of how much you've walked, because you spent too long looking at specialist videos on the internet. Now, anyway, moving swiftly away from that, what is a smart ring, and in what way can we make that funny?
Or anything with the word ring in it is funny. So, just because. No, it's this is. There's a few options out there. The best on the market is a brand called Aura.
Okay.
And I looked at Aura to get a smart ring. The only thing I don't like about it is there's a subscription on it. So if you actually want to use it for its intended purpose, you then have to spend a further £6 a month on a subscription. It's like, I've just unloaded £400 on a watch, and now you want me to spend another £6 a month on a subscription for it? No, not interested.
Okay. So before you tell me, how much it costs to unload on a ring, could you tell me what the hell the smart ring is? What is it?
It's basically you know what a smart watch is, right?
Yeah.
It's that in ring form. So it does exactly the same thing. It's got light sensors, or light emitters, and then sensors inside the ring, which look at your heart rate, your blood oxygen level.
Right. Okay.
So this thing, it monitors your heart rate variation or variability, which is apparently an indicator of stress. So if you have a narrow heart rate variation range, apparently that means you're very stressed. But if it's quite a wide variation range, it means you're quite relaxed.
Okay.
I don't know the science behind it.
Right.
I've bought into the marketing hype.
Okay, but you're not going to read your emails on it, basically.
No, but that was the thing. I was never reading my emails or text messages on a smartwatch. Right. And like I say, if I'm wearing a watch, I want to wear a timepiece that I actually really like the look of. And like I say, the one that I own, I very much like. That's what I'd rather look at rather than another phone-looking screen on my wrist. But this thing does everything that the watch did, with the exception of notifications and emails and things like that. It does what I want it to do, which is track my heart rate and my stress levels and my sleep patterns and that thing. It just means the one that I've got is it's not an Aura. This is called a Rincon, and this is a Rincon Air. So the only difference between the Air and the non-Air is this one doesn't do sleep apnea tracking.
Okay.
But I already know I have sleep apnea, so I don't need that.
Yeah.
So which meant it was £100 cheaper than the non. This one cost me like £250.
Okay.
And like I say, it's actually really, really good. So I tested it. I put it up against my old Apple Watch to check how well it tracks my activities. Obviously, you go Apple kind of tried, tested, proven that it's pretty accurate. So I wanted to put it up against the Ring, or the Ring up against the watch, to see how they compare, and it's pretty damn close. The sleep tracking thing was exactly the same. Like every day that I wore both, it was exactly the same sleep pattern tracking. So I went, okay, well, the Ring's going to win the sleep. The only thing about the exercise is I don't think it picks up my heart rate while I'm exercising as well as the watch did.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't care about that. I know my heart rate goes very high when I exercise. That's because I'm very much overweight. So yeah, but like I say, that whole thing of I've got a Ring, I don't want the watch anymore, sparks this entire tech refresh thing. And yes, now I have a smart Ring, which I don't know, just because it is a Ring and you get to say Ring a lot makes it funny.
I can see how that might be useful. I don't think I'd have one myself, though. I'd be concerned that I'd sort of slip it on and it would just immediately say, "Oh, sorry, clinically you're dead." There are some things I'd rather not know.
Yeah. The only thing with it is, so this is the one that I've got is the largest size they do.
Okay.
But they, but my fingers are too fat for the average size Ring.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to make it funny as best I can. They say you're supposed to wear it on either your first or middle fingers. But the largest one doesn't fit on either of these two, so it has to sit on there. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure people look at me and go, "Oh, he's gay because he wears a ring on his ring finger on his right hand." But I don't care.
Is that a gay thing?
I don't know. Well, this is what I mean. So I didn't say I did extensive research, but I did some research.
£250 for a ring sounds a bit gay, but yeah.
Okay. No, I did research on it, and there's no rules that say you mustn't wear a ring on that finger ever, unless you're...
Seriously, you researched that?
Yeah.
So it won't work so well on a pinky finger then?
No, apparently it's not.
Okay.
Like I say, it's designed for, index finger, middle finger, but I seem to make it work on there.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could wear it on your pinky if you wanted to.
Yeah. I suppose it's about the blood flow, isn't it? Where yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, and they say on your non-dominant hand as well. Well, actually, that's my left hand, but I've got I already wear a ring on my left hand. I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Are you supposed to have it on the dominant hand or the non-dom?
Non-dominant hand.
Okay.
But I wear it on my dominant hand. But that's because I've already got a ring on my non-dominant hand, and I don't want to put a pinky ring on my dominant hand.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You're just supposed to wear pinky rings on your left hand, apparently.
Okay.
Again, I did far too much research than I ever should have done to try and figure this out.
Yeah. Just to work out what's socially acceptable when it comes to putting rings on.
Exactly.
So you don't get marked out as having an alternative lifestyle.
Exactly, yeah. I don't really care. So people can say what they want. I really don't give a shit.
Oh, dear. Right, okay, fair enough. Well, that's all good. And you've got it on the non-dom because, for tax reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, CJ.
Hey.
Do you want to see a picture of a cat?
Sure. Shall I press the button?
No. First of all, we need to press other buttons because this is going to be. I've selected this one as being Cat of the Week.
That was the button I was talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But say Cat of the Week again, exactly as you just did.
Hey, CJ, it's time for.
Okay, go on.
It's time for Cat of the Week.
I completely fucked it. No, I fucked that one up because I didn't have the slider ready.
Oh dear!
Do it again.
The slider ready. Okay. Hey, CJ. Hey. It's time for Cat of the Week.
Cat of the Week. Meow meow.
Meow meow.
See, that was flawless. See,
yeah,
completely seamless. No one will ever know that we didn't do that right, or I didn't do that right.
Yeah. There we go.
And there he is.
Oh, there we go. Here we are. This one I found on X, and with the simple caption "fat."
Yep.
You can't get away from that, really.
Nope. Can't be mad at the truth either.
No, it's fat. It's a cat. It's in a box. But you know what? I saw that and I thought to myself, that's why. I mean, if I was a cat, that's exactly what I would like to do. Sit in a box that's just slightly too small for you.
Yeah.
And just look like a bit of a mental case.
I say that's also the facial expression you'd pull as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. So there we go. Cat of the Week for no other reason than it's it's a cute cat in a box, and I thought, well, that looks like the life, doesn't it?
It really does. What a time to be alive for that cat.
Well, absolutely. And do you know what? What that cat can spend all the time until it's time for dinner. That cat can just do that.
Mm.
How good is that?
I mean, that really is the lifestyle, isn't it?
That is the lifestyle, yeah.
Definitely the lifestyle I want. Just be like, I'm just here. Just leave me alone. Tell me when there's food, and otherwise leave me alone.
If that cat had a smart ring, it would give the results would be this cat is super chill. Yeah, no issues with blood pressure on that cat.
So there was a notification I was getting on my phone from the smart ring that was saying I was being too sedentary. And I was like, I've got to turn that off because that's going to get on my nerves really quickly. I was like, I know I'm sedentary. Thank you. I don't need you to remind me.
Sedentary. I'm not going to change the fact that I'm sedentary.
That's it. It's there to, like I say, keep an eye on my health passively, and then when I occasionally do go out for a walk, it's to help track those walks. But I don't need you to remind me of the fact that I am fat because I already know. I'm reminded every morning when I look in the mirror. Thank you. Thank you, Rincon.
Yeah.
Who is also, and actually it's quite funny because when you look at the app and you get all these notifications and you read all the descriptions and that, it is quite clearly written by a non-English speaker or a non-native English speaker.
Yeah.
It turns out, obviously, as it happens, Rincon, they're a Chinese company. So basically I'm sending all of my personal data to the Chinese government.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it? Okay, I'm fat. All right, good. You know that I'm fat. I am 6'1", and I don't do a lot of exercise. And you'll occasionally receive data that suggests I'm doing some rigorous exercise for a few minutes, but not actually going anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What's the worst they can do with that information? Probably, I don't know. Push you a few adverts for Chinese restaurants in your area.
Yeah. Have you tried our latest VPN?
Dear, oh dear.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Right, let me jingle it again.
Okay. Oh, yes, of course.
Cat of the Week. Meow, meow.
Cat of the Week, everyone.
Cat of the Week.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. So,
what else you got? Anything else?
Well, I was going stupidly. I was going to say, "Hey, let's see if anything's what's being said in the chat." But do you know what the downside? The downside of not pitching up for about 5 weeks is that the chat can get a little bit quiet.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just a bit. Oh well. But we will be back at some point.
We'll be back in 4 weeks.
We'll be back in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, here's something we can just work out on the fly. There's something to be said for Friday night not being the ideal time for a podcast.
There is definitely something in saying that, yeah.
Yeah. What do we think about altering it? If anybody was in the chat, this would be a really good time. Right. Okay. There's nothing else from me.
And there's nothing else from me. So
in that case, it's time to say thanks for joining us on the show. Don't forget you can get in touch. You can get in touch via I don't know, message or something. You can DM me at Ted James Media. That's it.
You have to think about that one for a minute. Yeah.
To be fair, you can DM me at Ted James Media. You can you can DM.
You can email us cjaneshead@thetuesdayshow.co.uk. Yeah.
That's it.
I thought I'd jump in and help you out there.
I couldn't remember if you were back on some social media or not.
I'm really not.
Either way. All right.
And I never will be.
Ways to get in touch. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.